Good morning, guys. We are continuing our Maine adventure. We're a little bit north of Eustis, Maine, and we said goodbye to Tyler and Jerry with the hot Tacoma just a little while ago. We finally parted ways after spending 11 days together on the Northeast Backcountry Discovery route. We had a blast doing that, and unfortunately they got to go back home, and we are continuing north up to Estcourt Station, Maine. So I have plotted out a route on Gaia GPS, and we just turned off of Highway 27 that was fixing to go into Canada in just a few more miles, and we're now back on gravel road Budry Road, which is a gravel road. We're headed north towards Jackman, Maine, and best I can tell, shortly after we leave Jackman, Maine, we're going to enter the North Maine woods. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get there in one day, or if it's going to take us two, but the goal is to get up there to Estcourt Station, get to that highest point, not run out of fuel before we get there, and then start working our way clockwise around Maine. And I want to go to that easternmost point. At some point I'm going to look and see what it's actually called. I'm always forgetting. But we're going to go check that out, and ultimately make our way around to what's it called?
I don't know.
The national park.
Cape Cod? Acadia.
Acadia yeah.
National Park.
Yep. Making our way to Acadia National Park. So it's gonna be a pretty good little trip. So follow along with us. So if you can see those windmills just ahead, I was told by a local that those are on the Canadian border, which on the map it looks like the Canadian border is a little further away than that. But I don't know, either way, they're pretty cool. Windmills along the side of the hill is pretty neat. Well, they said active logging any minute. Daggone.
Smells good.
Keep your fingers in the car.
Yeah, that's kind of scary, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Alright, just make sure you hold on.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Look at that. He's stripping the branches off that thing.
I wish Trav were awake.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish Jerry were here. He'd be so excited.
Oh, big bug there.
Don't let that thing bite or sting you. It's like in the...
That's pretty cool. I've never seen one of those things work. I don't even know what you call that.
It's a stripper.
Stripper.
It's a Maine.
Yeah.
You got to see a Maine stripper.
All right. Exciting. All right, guys. Well, we just turned off of 201. I kind of meant to get some footage going through there and kind of forgot about it. But we were on 201 for a little while. Went through Jackman, Maine, which was pretty cool. It's just a tiny little town. But we filled up there, picked up a couple little groceries at the grocery store, and we're about as equipped as we can be to head up in here and have what we need. So we're pretty well topped off on just about everything, and prepared to not have any more facilities until we get to Estcourt if need be. But we're still not in the North Maine woods yet. Unfortunately, the boundary is a little unclear to me. It's not on any of my Gaia maps, and I kind of have to compare maps to pictures elsewhere, and I know kind of roughly where we're going to enter it, but I don't know just exactly. But when I figure it out, I will certainly let you guys know. And it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now. I'm trying to decide if we want to camp before we get in there or pay the money to spend the night. It will cost us about an extra $60 if we basically want to camp overnight, because they charge you by day, night, and day. So it's $30 to go in, $30 to spend the night, and then $30 for the next day. I think it's probably too late in the day at this point to make it in all the way to Estcourt and then all the way out on the east side. So we'll either be spending the night in there or before we enter. But for now, pretty roads, beautiful day. Fortunately, the bugs are not bad over here. So if we see something we want to look at, we can kind of get out of the car without fear, which is wonderful. But we'll check on back with you down the road. All right, guys, so myself and Travis are headed down this little 2-track to a little hunting cabin on Duncan Pond, and we're gonna brave the bugs and eat lunch there. It is definitely a little buggy, and I'm a little unclear about what the land status designation is. I don't believe it's private land, but I don't know. There's no trespassing signs. The cabin's all locked up. But it's a beautiful little pond. I would call it a small lake. But it is a pretty doggone sweet spot. So we're gonna tread lightly and have some lunch here, and I'm thinking I'm probably gonna take a dip in the water. It just seems a little too perfect not to. So here's the girls. So we'll get out and make some lunch and show you the pond here in a second. So here's the little lake hunting cabin. They call this a pond, but in my book this is a lake. And I'll show you. It's really cool. We were looking at
Hey guys. Hi. I love you guys.
we were looking on here, and there's names and dates all the way back to August 5th of it's either 58 or 68. Here it is, but it goes way over there and wraps around. I mean, you can't see all of it. It's so big. Yeah, and it wraps around over there, and it's pretty large. It's a nice little spot to take a break and eat some lunch. Make sure we leave everything better than we found it.
Welcome to the pond. There's fishes in the pond and hard eyes. Can I tell them some stuff? Sure. Can I hold it?
Alright guys, so we're setting up camp here. Found a pretty little spot to camp tonight. Joe's having fun with his new toy, the chainsaw. Joanna's being a good, strong helper. And Travis is hauling things on the dump truck. All right. Is your dump truck strong enough to pull that up the hill? Hoping it doesn't rain. It'd be nice for everything to dry out because for the last little while everything's been wet. But it doesn't look super threatening, but it looks like it could rain. So if you come around here, we got our comforter drying on a branch. Got our wet towel drying on the shower. Got Joanna. Do you like this site? What do you like most about this campsite? Fire pit? Yeah. What I like most about this campsite is that the mosquitoes are not bad.
A little natty, but
it's a little natty, but I'll take natty over that. Got a little thermocell here. It seems to help. It doesn't get rid of them all, but it seems to help. And just being in the open helps too. Being in the open, not near no standing water, and a little bit of a breeze. Perfect. We're gonna cook some dinner and make a fire, chill out, and we're gonna be at Estcourt Station. Estcourt Station tomorrow.
Well, I think it's roughly 140, 150 miles, and we've been 146 today. So this is looks like we're less than halfway, but mileage would indicate otherwise.
Okay, the map don't lie.